We're going to be talking about 162. That's the course that has to do with actually making the measurements and testing the equipment after it's been designed. And many times what happens is you do what they call pre-compliance testing. Pre-compliance testing is where you kind of make these tests all along the development and hook up and things of that nature to identify where the problems are before they become embedded in the design and that. Now, as far as who should attend this, well, one of the problems we have today is there's a tremendous number of people retiring. And many of the people that made these measurements in the past and even currently today will probably retire in the next year or two. And you need to get someone in that area that can learn what they have done. Now, one of the areas here that is very good is that you can actually have them, both of them, attend a course like this, and they can talk with other people and find out how you do certain things. If you're looking at a spec sheet or some sort of handbook, it doesn't really cover all those details that exist out in real life. So what happens here is the prerequisites could be anybody that's involved with electronics. Usually what happens is someone says, I have an interest in electromagnetic compatibility, and you figure that person is the one you're going to assign. And for some reason, the accident happens occasionally like that. What you'll gain is you'll gain a tremendous amount of knowledge of what to do and what not to do, how to create a report properly. Now, these reports are not done by a cut and paste techniques. You actually have to implement them individually every time. If you don't, you're going to create some big problems for yourself specifically on it. So you're going to gain a tremendous amount of information. One of the areas today is European regulations. Anybody that wants to be able to sell products in the European Union has to actually do more testing, a much different approach to testing than the U.S. The U.S. is interested in how much interference you do with the radio and TV stations. From a military standpoint, of course, you have a lot more details. So in this particular course, we're going to talk about the different kinds of European regulations. We're going to talk about what aircraft needs to be done, which is specific to aircraft, and especially the mil specs. We'll cover the mil specs, which are extremely important to anybody dealing with our government as far as sales to the Army, Navy, and other government agencies. So anybody that's involved with essentially testing or the possibility of testing, that's someone who is a very good candidate for this course.